Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel! We have thousands of success stories. However, the most fascinating ones are those people coming from poverty to the heights of success. You will be surprised to know how Ralph Lauren grew his billion-dollar empire. Number 5. Early life and struggles. American-style fashion dressmaker Ralph Lauren currently has a fortune of $7 billion and has covered a long journey from rags to riches. He grew up in a poor neighborhood of the Bronx. The Army veteran and previous clerk managed to be so wealthy due to his business of Polo clothing, which he started back in 1968. Despite his poor background, he believed in bringing a change. He proved his credibility when he managed to gain admission in 1957 into DeWitt Clinton High School. In his yearbook, he wrote Millionaire as his lifestyle goal. Ralph Lipschitz was born in October 1939. His parents were Jewish immigrants, Frank and Frieda Lipschitz. He had 4 siblings and was the youngest among them. Their circle of relatives wasn't properly well off, and Ralph immersed himself within the delusional goal of the cinema to break out of his stupid lifestyle. Genuine Authentic. The Real Life of Ralph Lauren, written by biographer Michael Gross, defined how the teen used his shiny creativeness to step into the fictional global cinema greats like Cary Grant and Gary Cooper. Gross stated it changed into this creativeness that later helped Lauren end up as a big hit within the style industry. Ralph changed his name to Lauren because of the constant bullying he faced due to his name. In 1962, at the age of 23, he joined the United States Army and served till 1964, whilst he took a trial as a clerk at Brooks Brothers. Number 4. Business launch. After leaving the clerk job, Lauren was employed by Beau Brummel, the famous tie manufacturer. He managed to persuade the president to permit him to let him roll out his line of ties. Therefore, in 1967, the Ralph Lauren Corporation came into being. He was passionate about sport and finally launched his iconic brand Polo. His first polo match encouraged him to bring out and use his entrepreneurial spirit. He, along with his friend Warren Hellstein, have been uncovering the horses, the silver, the leather, the tall blondes with massive hats, and the high-end society. All of it encouraged Lauren into growing a stylish and excessive magnificence brand, which later has become known as Polo Ralph Lauren. It changed into a massive danger in launching the company as he had only a high school diploma and was also dropped out of the City University of New York between his studies. Number 3. Radical approach. His subsequent risk was the designing on a large scale of colorful ties in a generation where undeniable and slim changed into the fashion. His revolutionary method paid dividends, where he gained over Bloomingdale's and sold ties worth $500,000 in his first year. Despite his fast upward push to the top, Ralph didn't stand still as an alternative to increasing his company. He believed in playing the moment, however, along with maintaining the current standings and shifting forward. When it got to designing apparel, Ralph Lauren got here up with designs he might need to put on himself. He imagined a clothing line for wealthy film stars. "The things I made you couldn't buy. You couldn't discover them anywhere," Ralph stated in an interview. Number 2. Brand expansion. He began out in menswear and released his first tailor-made shirts for ladies in 1971, together with his now well-known Polo participant emblem. He additionally opened his shop on Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills, the same year. The signature cotton polo line was released in 1972. At the same time, his variety of fragrances was also launched at Bloomingdale's in March 1978. The first ever flagship store was launched at Madison Avenue and 72nd Street in New York in 1986. In 1992, Lauren managed to roll out his iconic Polo sport line, accompanied with the aid of using extra traces and purchase brands, including Ralph Lauren Purple Label in 1995. His company was ranked in the public trade at the New York Stock Exchange on 12 June 1997. Number 1. Challenges. In June 2016, it was reported that Ralph Lauren brand was struggling in some quarters. Ralph lowered the price of its products. Analysts, however, were not happy with the discounting and put the entire blame on the discounting and low-end products, which they believed were a reason behind the tarnishing of the image. A failure to draw more youthful customers was also a big setback. In 2017, the designer spoke back through launching his wearable tech within the form of a fit-era shirt mixed with technology. It is embedded with sensors, monitoring the wearer's coronary heart rate, breathing, pressure stage, and energy burned. Data turned into an app that generated customized exercising programs, which allowed Polo Sport to have competition with the popularity of Nike, Adidas, and other similar brands. At the age of 79, the designer has managed to get the results of all his hard work. He has come a long way from being a poor kid to being a multi-billionaire. He has several properties in Bedford, Jamaica, Manhattan, etc. The most valuable car collection belongs to him, which is rare and magnificent. He believes that style remains forever, and it depends on how that is to be cashed depends on us. With that, I'll see you in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye!